Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, no. His first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A first down carry for Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it.
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Again, they'll run with Bettis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. And when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
A run here with Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they run with Bettis. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger will throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a give up the middle to Bettis. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Still fighting for more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Bettis. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be... Inside the 5 at the 3. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the third time here in this half. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before.
Here's a diving catch right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Roethlisberger on first down.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it.
That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So
one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards.
And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he's doing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Now he's loose at the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about,
touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards.
And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for two. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Let's go.
A run right side, it's Bettis.
He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Aikman looking to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll try and throw for it with Aikman. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Aikman to throw on second down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. That one complete to Bettis.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Steelers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
There he goes, right side.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And they get to it with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
60 yards.
And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. There he goes, left side. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
That's caught, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And there he goes again. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 15. A minute 52 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Dak. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the Cowboys are able to recover.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Dak. That is caught by Lamb.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
To throw, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Here's Prescott.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Cowboys have recovered.
Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll fight. Straight ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers send out their punter now. And how about this, a fake? Well, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy? They didn't have their share of bumps along the way.
I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named a babe. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just...
The home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos coming up next.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, it's Lewis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Now Whale throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Inside give to Davis. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. And his kick here is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's on. Yard line and no further.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Now 2nd and 5.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it here. And he is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now a give. Running right is Lewis. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Rolling to his right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker. And this early drive.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now third down and 6 to go. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tucker's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Now it's Elway.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now Jackson on second down, forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Jackson on first down.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 22-yard scamper.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Elway. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, Davis. Shedding the tackle, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing now, Elway on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Elway.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached half. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Elway to throw on 2nd.
They'll drop this off for Davis.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. It's Davis on the counter. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Play action. It's Elway. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys, rush motion the quarterback and give himself a chance.
27 yards there, a first down. Up the middle to Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Elway to throw. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Elway now off of play action. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lewis between the tackles. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. A 1st down carry for Davis. Escapes the defender. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now. A big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Elway to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Elway wants to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback when you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Throwing, Jackson. That is caught, Bateman.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Steps away to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Jackson to throw.
Caught on the slant.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This is Lewis on the handoff. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Oh, Elway's going to throw it. Rolling, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Throwing now is Elway. That is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champs.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I see the stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million, 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future, cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. Used to tell her that you love her, now you can't even remember that girl name. I swear to God the world changed. higher. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I'm out for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. R.I.P. that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rack for real. Broski turn into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. I hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turn into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bae. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I'm out for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. R.I.P. that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let us talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give it.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. All that and more coming up next.
And off we go from Las Vegas. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Manziel being chased out left. And incomplete to open things up. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Manziel. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Manziel. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Browns are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Going up top for Kupp. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp,
44 yards.
and the Rams are back within a couple of the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this is now a 1-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3rd and 5. That brings us to the end of 1 in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
The Browns have the early lead. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And shedding the tackle and now some room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Step. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they have the foot. The 24-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. On 1st and 10, Goff eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Back to throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Gone.
drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Pitch and catch here to Cook. Ooh, the juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. 2nd and 5.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Goff now looks to throw.
Cooper Kupp,
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because this 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Rams continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Goff looking to throw. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Flush to his right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've come up
one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Face back. Defense.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. To throw on second down is Goff. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
There he goes, left side.
Inside the 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Rams will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Barnage. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Let's go.
Manziel. Flushed out right.
Right back to Njoku.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And now they'll shift things around.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Manziel. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns get a bit closer. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Fights loose. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense, out comes Cleveland. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, and I think the ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. Goff. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Rams are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. They have the short field. Work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter.
Now Manziel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Rams are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
David Njoku, 85 yards. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the two. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Rams have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cleveland offense making their way out. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Airing it out deep for Woods.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Goff now to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.